Have you ever wondered how your code knows when to add, compare or make decisions? That's where operators comes in. They are the backbone of every calculation, comparison and logical choice your program makes. Java provides you with a rich set of operators from simple arithmetic to complex logic. In this video, we will guide you through everything you need to know, from basic arithmetic to logical and relational operations. We will make sure you understand each concept clearly. By the end of this video, you will be confident using operators to write clean and efficient code. Now, before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any update. So what are operators in Java? Think of operators like special symbols that are applied on variables to perform operations. These operations can be anything like adding two numbers together, checking if one number is bigger than the other, deciding if two things are equal or not, and many more. In Java, operators work with operands. Operands are the values or variables that the operator acts on. For example, in the expression 5 plus 3, the plus is the operator and 5 and 3 are the operands. The operator tells Java what kind of action to take with these operands. Java has a variety of operators that allow you to do all sort of things. And you will see these operators pop up in pretty much every piece of code you write. So Java provides a wide variety of operators, each with its specific function. So now let's explore the types of operators in Java. So arithmetic operator is the first one, assignment operator is the second one, then there is relational operators, logical operators and unary operators. So these were the types of operators. Now let's explore them one by one. Alright, so at number 1 we have arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operator allow you to do things like addition, subtraction and multiplication and more within your code. They work on numbers like integer, floats, etc. and help you do calculations just like you would do with a calculator. There are 5 main arithmetic operators in Java, each designed to handle a specific type of math. So first one on the list is addition. So the addition operator, this operators add two numbers together. It's the same as the plus symbol you would use in any math problem. Alright, then second one is subtraction operator. So this operator subtracts one number from the other. It helps you find the difference between two numbers. At number 3 we have multiplication. So this operator multiplies two numbers together. It's your go-to operator when you want to scale or increase a number by multiplying it. So make sure in this multiplication operator you don't have to use the multiply sign, but instead you should use the star operator. That is the multiplication operator. Alright, next up we have is division operator. So this division operator divides one number by another. It's important to note that when you divide two integers in Java, the result is also an integer. So no decimals. Then there is modulus operator. So this operator gives you the remainder when one number is divided by another. It's really handy when you want to check if a number is even or odd, or if you are working with numbers that cycle like days of the week. To make it understand, you can take an example of 11 divided by 5. If we divide 11 by 5, then we'll get the remainder 1. So basically, it gives you the remainder instead of the quotient. In division operator, you get the quotient, but in the modulus operator, you get the remainder. So that is the difference between these two. So don't get confused. Alright, so this was about arithmetic operator. Let's do some examples on it. Alright, so this is our Eclipse IDE and I'm sure that you guys have it. Now here we'll be doing an example of arithmetic operator where we'll be adding, subtracting and then we'll multiply, division operator and then we'll use the modulus operator as well. So make you guys understand, so we'll be doing this example. First of all, we'll declare two variables. Int a, let's say equals to 45 and another variable, let's say equals to 20. Let's name it b. So we have declared two variables, a 45 and b 20. Now we want to add these basically. So what we'll do is system.out.println and this is the semicolon inside where we want to print a plus b. So we have used double quotes because we want to print it like a plus b equals to the answer. So we have used double quotes. Now using this operator, we'll be writing the addition. So here, as we can see, we have used the addition operator, a plus b. Now, if we'll run this program, it will print the desired output, that is the addition of 45 and 20. Let's try to run it. First of all, we'll save it, then we'll run it. Run as first Java application. As you can see, it is printing a plus b equals to 65. If we wouldn't have used a plus b in the double quotes, so it will simply show 65, but we have used this way because we want to make it look good, right? So that's why we have used it. Similarly, we'll do for the subtraction operator and the other operators as well. So let's do it. System.out.println. Now here again we'll do the same thing, a minus b equals to. Here we'll be using the subtraction operator, a minus b, simple as that. Alright, now we can just copy paste it, but I will advise you guys to write all this system.out.println because then only you will be able to write it as per choice. Alright, now a minus b. After a minus b, let's do the what we call multiplication. So we'll use this asterisk sign, a into b basically. Then system.out.println. I'm gonna write it. Now here what should we write? A divided by b. Alright, so a divided by b. Write in the comment section what you think, what will it give. Alright, now the modulus operator, system.out.println, double quotes, a mod b equals to a mod b. Alright, so this is here we have used all of these operators, and if we'll subtract 45 from 20, I repeat, if we subtract 45 from 20, it will give the answer. Likewise, all these operators would work. So let's save it first. Now we'll try to run this. Run as first Java application. So as we can see, a plus b equals to 65, which is correct, and 45 minus 20, which will give us 25. This is also correct. A into b, 45 into 20 equals to 900. It is also right. Then a divided by b. So here you will notice that it has given us 2, but as we know, we have used integer, so it won't give us the decimal point value of it. If we would have used float or double, then it would have given us that decimal point value, but as we are not using float or double, so it will give us integer value without any decimal. So that's why it has used this. Alright, so after this we can see the mod, a mod b. This particular thing, a mod b, will give us the remainder and not the quotient. I'll just mention remainder. Here I'll mention quotient, q for quotient. Okay, so this will give us the quotient, the normal division. This will give us the remainder. This is what you're going to use in the programming a lot. So make sure I repeat, so make sure you understand this thing. Alright, so now that we have covered how arithmetic operators work in Java, let's move forward. It's not just about performing calculations in Java. You also need to store and update those values in variables, and that's where assignment operators comes into play. Alright, so assignment operator. In Java, assignment operators are used to assign values to variables. It's a way of telling Java to store a specific value in a variable. The most basic assignment operator is the equal sign. But Java gives you more tools to combine assignments with some basic math too. Let's walk through the different assignment operators first. So at number 1, we have the simple assignment. So this is the most common one you will see. It takes the value on the right side and assigns it to the variable on the left. For example, if you write int a equals to 5, it means the variable a now holds the value of 5 because we are assigning 5 to the a variable. It's that easy. The next one is add and assign. This operator adds the value on the right to the variable on the left and assigns the result back to the left hand variable. It's like a shortcut. Instead of writing a equals to a plus 5, you can simply write a plus equal to 5. Don't worry guys, if you are not understanding it as of now theoretically, we'll be doing the examples after this one, so you don't need to worry. Just try to understand what I'm conveying. Alright, now this was about add and assign. The third one operator is subtract and assign. Just like add and assign, this operator subtract the value on the right from the value of the variable in the left and stores the result back in the variable. So instead of writing a equals to a minus 2, you can just use a minus equals to 2, which will mean the same thing. So it's up to you. Alright. Then next one is multiply and assign. So this operator multiplies the variable by the value on the right and assigns the result back to the variable. So a equals to a into 2 becomes a into equals to 2. It is the same thing. Simple as that. Next one is divide and assign. So this operator again divides the variable by the value on the right and stores the result back in the variable. It's a shortcut, a equals to a divided by 2. So you can just write a divided equals to 2. Then there is modulus and assign. So this operator finds the remainder when variable is divided by the value on the right and assigns that remainder back to the variable. Instead of writing a equals to a mod 3, you can simply write a mod equals to 3. Alright, so these were the assignment operators. Now let's understand it with the help of an example. Alright, so we are back on Eclipse IDE. Let's just remove this part because now we'll be doing an example of assignment operators. So one by one we'll do these examples of each and every operator. Alright, now as of now we are on the assignment operator. So first of all, we will create a variable, we'll declare a variable. So let's do that. Int x equals to 8. Alright, now let's declare another variable, let's say result. Now we will assign a value using the equal to operator. So let me just comment it out for you guys. Assign value using equal to operator. Alright, so how we're gonna do that? Result equals to x. So here the value of x is 8 as we have mentioned. Then we declared another variable result. Now what we are doing is we are simply assigning the value of x to the result variable as we told you earlier. Here the assignment takes place from the left to the right. So keep in mind, assignment is always taking place from the left to the right. So as we know the x has the value of 8, now we are simply assigning that particular value of 8 to result. Alright, that's it. Now we'll write system.out.println. We'll try to print it. Now semicolon result using equal to, simply plus sign we use, then result. That's it. Now let's try to run this. First we'll have to save it. I hope it runs. I think there is some error. Alright, so we haven't used the braces properly. Alright, we have used. Again we have saved and we'll try to run. As you can see, result using equals to operator is 8. So basically we are showing how assignment operator works. Alright, it is very simple. You don't have to be very attentive about it. It's very easy to understand. Now I'll do another one, that is add and assign operator that we discussed. So let me just write assign using add and assign operator. Alright, so here we'll simply write result plus equals to, we'll give some space, plus equals to x. So here what it actually means is result equals to result plus x. That's it. These both things are equal. So it's up to you. If you want to write it like this, then it's up to you. If you want to write it like this, then again it's your choice. So basically this add and assign operator means this, and this goes for each and every operator. For subtract and assign operator, the same thing is happening. Alright, and for multiplying and assign operator, the same thing is happening. That's it. You don't have to worry about it. Alright, now we'll try to print system.out.println. Now here we'll write result using plus equals to operator. Alright, so let's save it first. Now let's do another one, then only we'll do this. Let's do for multiply and assign operator also, then we'll run it. So assign using multiply and assign operator. Alright, so here result, again we'll do the same thing, this asterisk sign which is the multiplication sign, then x, that's it. Here this means the same thing, result equals to result into x. So basically it's the shortcut, it's both the same thing. If you want to write it in shortcut, so this is what you can use, and this is being used while doing the programming and coding thing. Alright, so system.out.println. Alright, now we'll write double quotes, result using multiply equal to plus, now here we'll write result again. Alright, so let's try to save it. We have saved it, now let's run it. First Java application, and as you can see, result using assignment operator is 8, result using plus and assign operator is 16, which is correct because result already has this 8, then it will add 8 plus 8, then it will like this only, it will go this 8, 16 it will become, and same goes for this, like, so here multiplication thing is also correct. So that is how we are gonna proceed with this operators, that is the assignment operators. So now that we have seen how assignment operators let us store and update the values, it's time to explore how we can compare those values. That's where relational operators comes in. Alright, so let's move on and understand relational operators. Alright, so now relational operators. Relational operators in Java are used to compare two values or variables. Think of them like asking Java questions such as, is this number bigger than the other one? Are these two things equal? Based on the comparison, they return either true or false, which is super helpful when you're writing conditions for things like if statements. Some of the relational operators are, first, equal to. So here double equal to is there. So this checks if two values are exactly the same. If they are, it returns true. If they are not, it returns false. As simple as that. So don't confuse assignment and equal to operator. In Java, double equal to sign means equal to operator and single equal to sign means assignment operator. So don't confuse these both. Alright. So next one is not equal to. So this not equal to operator checks if two values are different. If they are different, it returns true. If they are not, it returns false. Next one is greater than. So this checks if the value on the left is greater than the value on the right. If it is, it returns true. Next one is less than. So this operator checks if the value on the left is less than the value on the right. If it is, it returns true. Make sure we are always telling you that on the left to the right. So we have to check like that only. Next one is greater than or equal to. So this checks if the value on the left is either greater than or equal to the value on the right. If either is true, it returns true. Alright. Next one is less than or equal to. So this less than or equal to checks if the value on the left is either less than or equal to the value on the right. If either is true, it returns true. That's it. Now let's understand this relation operators with the help of an example. So let's go to our Eclipse IDE. Alright, so this is our Eclipse IDE. First of all, let's remove this code. Alright, so we have removed the code. Now let's do examples of relational operators. So here we are going to declare two variables. First, we have assigned the value 10. Next one, let's say 20. Alright. So just to showcase you guys, I'm just printing these values. Dot out dot println y. Alright, now just to show you guys 10 and 20 as we can see. Alright, now first of all we'll have a look at the equal to operator. Alright, so system dot out dot println. So as we know, the value of x is 10 and the value of y is 20. So these are not equal, we know that. So now with the help of equal to operator, we are just checking if they are equal or not, and the output will give us the value as true or false. Alright, so double equal to y, this will give us the value like, and here we will use this operator, x equal to y, or equal to operator you can say. Alright, so this is equal to operator. So let me just write all the operators and then we'll run it and explain each one of it. Alright, just to mention, here I'm going to comment this thing. This is basically the equal to operator. Alright, now here we'll do another one which is not equal to operator. System dot out dot println. Alright, here in double quotes we'll write x not equal to y, and here x not equal to y. Alright, so as you can see, here we are using not equal to operator. Similarly, we'll do for all the other operators. Let me just copy paste it. Alright, now here we can use greater than operator, and here also we'll have to do the same thing. Similarly, here we'll use greater than, let's say, equal to operator. Here also we'll write, and then there is less than equal to. My bad. We'll keep it like this, and here we'll use the greater than equal to. Alright, the next one is less than equal to. So less than equal to, here also we'll do the same, less than equal to. Alright, so as we know that x value is 10 and y value is 20, so this is gonna be false, okay, because x is not equal to y. So this will give us false. And this is not equal to operator, and here it is showing x value is greater than y's value, which we know is not true because x value is 10 and 10 is not greater than 20. So as it is a not operator, because it is the opposite of the equal to operator, so it will give us the value as true. Alright, so we'll mention this true. So this one is greater than equal to. Now here it is mentioned x is greater than equal to y, which is not, because 10 is not greater than equal to 20. So here we'll again write false. Right, so this one is less than equal to. So yeah, either it should be less than or it should be equal to. It is less than equal to, I repeat, as 10 is less than 20, so that is why it is true. Alright, now let's save it and try to run this. Here we'll go to run as first Java application. Alright, so this is the output. So as we can see, previously the values were 10 and 20. Just to showcase you guys, I have printed 10 and 20. Then we can see x equal to y, that is if x is equal to y, it is false, and we also wrote false. X is greater than y. So here x is not greater than y. So that's why it is false. By mistake we have wrote true. Alright. Next one is x is greater than equal to y. This is again is false. And this one is x is less than equal to y. This is true basically. So yeah, it is a simple, very basic example of this relational operators. You can try this example on your own. So as a starting, you should try to these kind of example, and slowly you have to practice the much more advanced examples as well. But as a starting, as your guys are starting from now on, so you can give it a shot on these examples. So with the relational operators, we can now compare values. But what if you need to evaluate multiple conditions at once? That's where logical operators step in, allowing you to combine conditions and make more complex decisions in your programs. Alright, so for that, let's now understand logical operators in Java. So logical operators in Java. So logical operators are used when you want to combine multiple conditions or expressions and make decisions based on whether they are true or false. They help you decide things like, are both the conditions true, or at least one of these conditions are true. The three main logical operators in Java are AND, that is we called logical AND. Then this operator basically checks if both the conditions are true. If both are true, it returns true. If even one of is false, it returns false. Think of it as saying this AND has, I repeat, think of it as saying this AND that must be true. So basically, for this one, both the conditions must be true. Then only it will give you the value as true. Otherwise, it will give you the value as false. Alright. So the next one is logical OR. So this operators check if at least one condition is true. If either condition is true, it returns true. It only returns false if both conditions are false. It's like saying either this or that needs to be true. Alright, I hope you guys are understanding what I'm conveying. Next one is logical NOT. So this operator flips the result basically. If a condition is true, it turns it into false. And if it is false, it turns it into true. It's like saying I want the opposite of this condition. That's it. It's simple as that. Now let's understand this logical operators with the help of an example. Alright, so again we are back on Eclipse. Let's just remove this thing. This code we have removed. Now here, first of all, we'll create variables. Boolean variables we are creating. As we know, Boolean are like either true or false. Boolean b equals to false. Alright, now system.out.println. Here what we'll do is, we'll simply write the operator. But before that, we'll be using this in double quotes, as we are doing for all other examples. So plus a and b. So basically here we are using logical AND. So let me just comment it and write for you guys so that you can understand. This is logical AND operator, alright. Similarly, system.out.println. Here again we'll write the OR operator. Alright, so this is logical OR. Now the third one is logical NOT. So as we discussed, it basically complements the condition. It will negate it. So let's just write logical NOT. Right here, not a. Alright, now system dot, again we'll do the same thing, dot println. Alright, so here we have used logical NOT. It will just make true to false and false to true. That's it. And this is logical OR. Either this condition is true or both. As I told you that in logical OR, it checks if at least one condition is true. If either condition is true, it returns true, and it only returns false if both the condition are false. So like that. And when it comes to AND, this operator checks if both the conditions are true. If both are true, it returns true. If even one is false, it returns false. So this is the difference between these two and logical NOT, as I explained. Alright, now let's save it and right click. Now we'll run it. So as you can see, A and B, which give us false, which is true. This is the output of it. A or operator, B true, which is correct, as both either of these should be like as I told you. So it is correct. Then there is logical NOT. As we know, A is true, then basically NOT operator is negating it. So it is making it false. Then there is NOT B. So B was previously false and it is making it true, as we can see. So that's it. This was about the logical operators. So this is the basic example. You can give it a shot to understand it, and then you can try some more complex examples on it. Alright. Now that we have understood about the logical operators, so this was basically about the logical operators. So unary operator in Java. Unary operators in Java are used when you want to perform an operation on just one value or variable. That's why they are called unary, which means one. These operators can help you do things like increasing or decreasing a value, changing a sign, or even flipping a Boolean value. Here are the common unary operators in Java. First one on the list is unary plus. So this operator doesn't change the value but can be used to explicitly indicate a positive number. In most cases, you won't need to use it since numbers are positive by default. Then there is unary minus. So this operator negates the value, meaning it turns a positive number into a negative and vice versa. Think of it as flipping the sign of a number. Next one is increment, that is plus plus 1. So this operator basically increases the value of a variable by 1. It often used in loops or when you need to step through the values. There are two ways to use it, that is pre-increment and post-increment. In pre-increment, it increases the value before it's used, and in post-increment, it increases the value after it's used. We will understand it in the following tutorials. Alright, next one is decrement operator. So this operator decreases the value of a variable by 1, just like plus plus but in the opposite direction. Alright, so it is also of two types, that is pre-decrement and post-decrement. So yeah, next one is logical complement operator. So this operator is used to reverse a boolean value. If a condition is true, it flips it to false, and if it's false, it flips it to true. For your information, the logical complement operator and the NOT operator are essentially the same thing, but they are referred to by different names in various contexts. Alright, so now this was about unary operator. Now let's do an example on it. So let's go to the Eclipse. Alright, so this is our Eclipse, and here we'll be doing an example on unary operators. Alright, so first of all, we are going to declare two values, or you can say variables. Int x equals to, let's say, 25, int y equals to 25. Alright, now we'll declare two more variables. Int incremented value, alright, and another variable is decremented value. Alright, so two more variables we have declared. So basically now we'll print the original value of x. Okay, system.out.println. Here we will display the original value of x. Alright, now here we will use the increment operator. So let me just comment increment operator. So what increment operator does is basically it adds a value to 1, like one value it adds. Like if it is 1, it will become 2. If it is 4, it will become 5. If it is 7, it will become 8. So basically it increments, as the name says. Alright, simple as that. So incremented value, right, equals to plus plus, that is the pre-increment x. Now system.out.println. So what do you think, what will be the value? Here we'll write after increment, now plus here incremented value. Alright, so basically here we are printing the incremented value. We have done the increment operator, we have used it with the variable x, and we are storing this value to incremented value. Now what we'll do is we'll basically print it so that we can find the difference between the original value of x and the incremented value of x. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. Same goes for the original value of y. So now first of all we'll print the original value of y. Println, here we'll print y, here we'll write, let's make it capital only. Okay, so original value of y. Now after decrement, okay, so we'll write decrement operator. System, no, first of all we'll have to store this value, decremented value it was, yeah. So we are storing the value of y to the decremented value variable. Alright, so here is assigning going on, y to decremented value, as we did here. So here we'll have to use the pre-decrement operator and then we are assigning. Okay, so now system.out.println. So as we know, as this will increase the value by 1, so basically this will decrease the value by 1, simple as that. As the name suggests, increment and decrement you can figure out, right? Alright, now what we'll do is write after decrement. So decremented value. Alright, so this is the decremented value. Now let's save it first, and now we'll try to run this. So as we can see, the original value of x is 25. After increment, that is after using increment operator, we are again printing it, which gives us the value of 26. Similarly, the original value of y was 25, as we can see, original value of y. After decrementing this value, as we can see, so here we have decremented the value here, and then after decrement we are storing this value to decremented value. After that we are just printing it. So after decrementing the value becomes 24. So these increment and decrement operator are the ones that you will use most while doing the programming and while doing the loops thing. In loops also you you guys will use this operators, both of these operators. All right. Now, I want you guys to work on these examples. If you want, we can attach a source file where we'll be writing these source codes in the document or a sheet below this video. Also, I want you guys to try these examples and do some more examples on the basic level only. Slowly, you have to try some complex examples and then intermediate examples as well. So you have to do the practice. Practice makes you perfect. And yeah, so these were the examples of operators that you can try. Now let me ask you a quick question. Are you ready to elevate your tech skills and unlock new career opportunities? Our Masters in Computer Science program is designed for anyone looking to excel in the world of development. In this program, you will dive deep into advanced Java, data structures, algorithm design and analysis, full stack development, and system design. You will gain the expertise needed to stand out and lead in the tech industry. Don't wait. Click the link in the description box. So by mastering these operators, you can handle everything from simple math to complex decision making in your code. Whether you're incrementing values with unary operators or assigning variables with assignment operators, these operators will be your constant companion as you develop in Java. In this video, we understood arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational operators, logical operators, and unary operators in Java. With this foundation, you are now ready to dive deep into more advanced concepts in Java. In the next video, we will be exploring conditional statements, essential for controlling the flow of your program. Stay tuned and get ready to take your Java skills to the next level.